All right, folks, Dr. Wichterman again. I got my other chair. I don't know if you can see it so much, but here it is. It's an old Windsor. We just kind of keep in the basement. I do something. Gestalt has what's called a empty chair technique. I call it a two-chair technique sometimes. Maybe it's because of my love for Andy Griffith's show. Floyd says something in the barbershop. Something to that effect in the barbershop. So empty chair technique in Gestalt is often used when you have something you need to say to somebody. You've had a difficult circumstance. Oh, putting my hands in the chair. You've had a difficult situation. I wonder if I lowered this if you'd see better. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's an estranged father or mother. Maybe it's a friend you've had a difficulty with. Maybe it's somebody just in general that hurt you terribly. And so you're talking to this empty chair as if they were there. And it can be very cathartic and helpful for people. So I recommend you use that when necessary. It's like writing the letter that you never send and then burning it up. It's like that, only with a chair, is the idea. But I like to use it differently. I like to use Gestalt technique to my own advantage. Remember, I talk to you all the time, those of you who've had me a lot, about taking advantage of your personality and the way you think about things and using it to your benefit in session. The idea of leaving yourself outside the room is ridiculous to me because then you lose all the benefit of who you are. Okay? Maybe if you don't like yourself, maybe if you're a terrible person, you want to leave yourself out. But if you genuinely care about people, don't leave yourself out of the room. So I had a client from Haiti. He was adopted years ago now. It's like 7, 6, somewhere in there a while ago. And he had these two parts of himself because he's in my area, mainly white, upper class, kind of generally at a university nearby that's wealthy, and had this part of himself that was still wanted to be proud of his Haitian heritage, missed his biological mother, was frustrated with his adopted parents, but also wanted to be accepted by the culture he was in. So he had the part of himself who still wanted to hold on to his heritage, which was important, and then the part of himself that wanted to be accepted by other people and change himself. And so what I had him do was, when he was in this chair, he was the person who wanted to change and be accepted by people, and then when it is his chair, he's the person who wanted to hold on his heritage. So I will physically have the individual get up, and they want to talk from the other perspective, and they will sit over here, and they will talk back to the other part of themselves and argue from this position. And then when they are ready, I'll prompt them sometimes when I can see it and they're afraid to. But most of the time I have them do it on their own. I have them shift back and talk from this perspective to that half of themselves. I call it the duality of self. I'm sure I'm not the first person to say that, but this is some stuff that when I modify things that I've come up with. So if you have, for instance, like a housewife who wants a career and wants to do both things and find a balance, you could use this. Or if you have a man who's really angry inside, or and wants to be the gentler person that he used to be before he got so frustrated and upset, or he didn't meet his expectations. And there's just a number of things you can do. It's whenever you have two parts of a person that are warring, hello old man, new man, we're mimicking, even that part of themselves you can do that with. And it's just this, I've never done it and not had somebody break down into tears. I need to use it again, but it's like sometimes they're going like this and this and this. I mean, they are back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So that is Gestalt's empty chair and Wichterman's modified Gestalt empty chair. Maybe somebody taught that to me. I don't know if I can take credit for it or not. But I love using it with clients. Now, if I can think of anything else technique-wise that I do regularly, I will record it and send it to you before the block is over.